was a tournament if you didn't happen to catch it. Oh my goodness, Vacanus donating $100, which now makes the prize pool for this one $1,000. Understand why these two are playing each other today. So we recently ran a tournament called the Ranked Royale. That's a great fake by Zen. American side. And then on top of that, they both continued to win the event. Zen not going to a single game 5, in fact losing only one game. Donated the original $500 and now an additional $100 as the stream or as the game starts. He wanted to see a matchup between the two winners. One of the big questions that you should have at the start of this series is, what server are these guys playing on as Daniel gets his first goal? Games first, and then from there on out, go back and forth. Nice flick. Zen backflipping a bit early. Might have been able to intercept this. And the reason why is he wants the game to finish just like Zen did when they played Big Streak. That one went the distance. But still, Zen came out on top, which he's done many times. This is a clean reset. Ends up finishing it with the flick to the right side of the net. We see these flicks go in most often when they're placed a bit higher. Sometimes when they're put as low as Zen did, they are. I thought Daniel pretty consistently got like 90 to 80 on EU, and I think we could get him that in future games. So we'll have to switch over. But for today, or for the first game, he's playing on 112. Zen deciding. Daniel off the side wall. Look at the shot. The reset might be able to follow it up. Zen is definitely awkward. Forces the first one at Zen. But he makes sure to play for the follow-up. Instead of trying to go all in, try and slant something in here. And Zen's actually in reverse, too. I didn't even recognize that. One up, and it's around for the continuation. So a flick and a kickoff gets Daniel a tie game. Zen was off to at least a 4-1 start. So I think we have seen 4 straight goals now for Daniel. Definitely changes the style that he plays. So it's certainly a nice thing to mix up. Daniel just misses his flick off the crossbar. And if you've ever watched 1v1 before, when you take shots like that, just kind of confusing the offense that leads to a much worse attack. What a slow play from Daniel. If Daniel hits this hard, Zen is there. But he decides late to use his flip to get another wheel touch and slow the ball down. Daniel going to turn and challenge right away. Try and not let Zen get anything going, but Zen was ready. Time to take it off, but Zen, who had the perfect read, drops it down and now has delayed his kickoff. We saw him delaying his kickoff, I think, against Luis P, and he is so consistent with this. This is not the first time we've seen Zen go for these pre-flips with absolutely no boost. Pops the ball pretty far away, but just pre-flips underneath the ball. You'll see play styles adjust as it goes from securing the lead instead of trying to run it up. Daniel, look at his shot. Even Zen has to throw him the nice one. This works well for Daniel. He needed a clutch goal, and he launched almost as a first task every time. Gets the reset, but 10 seconds left to go, and it seems like Daniel needed that goal right there. He's got 0 boost to work with, so he's going to be in a tough spot. Zen will tap it in. Want a new... Yeah, he's out. Not ideal, but if there are no spikes and the server gives you exactly what you can expect with 100 ping every single time, it can be better. And led to Daniel staying in the game. Since then, Zen... Nice undercut by Daniel. Can he convert this for a goal? He actually will be able to. Zen is normally putting in something you've never seen before every time he's in the air. In fact, he's trying to do it right now to prove my point, and he's just a bit high. Daniel gets a free goal from it. It was over the crossbar, the previous one. The setup and finish really never really brought it in to be a shot. Daniel's going to get another kickoff and might have an angle despite how hard it is. It is Zen we're talking about, but Daniel makes it back in time. Zen off the crossbar and out. Daniel's creeping out. Only 16 boosts to work with, and still is able to... Still has a good amount of time to bring back his 4-goal deficit. Daniel might be capitalizing on Zen approaching too close to the back wall. I think Zen had a ton of boost to work with, and he's still being really aggressive. On 0, and Daniel has no boost to work with. Zen needs to score this one. Wave dashing to stop his momentum out to the midfield. Low 50, and it works. I haven't really seen Zen use the wave dash kickoff too much. I wonder if he doesn't feel comfortable on it. He's throwing the GG, so 7-2. Daniel is going to be able to win this one. I'll go end it. We're going to head over to North American servers now as we go back and forth for the rest of the series. But it's tied 1-1, the least amount. In case you maybe ever played. Oh, Daniel, he's not going to score this. He needed to. He had no boost. The ball was coming slightly awkwardly down, but certainly he was capable of scoring that. He's got to score this one now. He will. But that was going to be... Of course, it's still an advantage. It's always better to be lower on ping, but of any of the game modes, it seems to be the most equal. Zen is going to be on. There's a slight taunt that only they know happened. Daniel, air dribble resets, and he wave dashes it back behind Zen. You see Zen waiting on the corner for the boost, slowly creeping out to defend Daniel's air dribble. He doesn't want no early challenge. Nice bump. Zen will convert. But I still think that's a mental win for Daniel. Zen forced to make the play on the ground afterwards. Daniel now, can he find a way to score this one? Yes, he can! This angle, I wasn't sure if it existed, but if it did, Daniel was going to be the one to find it. And the ball somehow doesn't hit the post time. It works out. Seems to work a lot better on those straight kickoffs. And he does play this over Daniel. These impossible margins. Whenever you watch games like this, impossible margins just become a regularity. So it'll stay a tied game. Zen slams one into the crossbar and has followed it right back up. Daniel, who was low on boost, needed to conserve. He decides it's not worth double jumping, using a bit of boost to save this one. The eventual shot, but Zen handles it easily. Goes to the turtle, a slight sideways carry, a goal line 50. What is Zen doing here? It's hard to see how this helps his shot, but I tell you what, it definitely looks stylish. The turtle and side dribble carry. Matchup of either play somebody face to face or side by side to grind out. Oh, Daniel. He needs goals now. He's about to drop a USC game. Back to Zen, who has the server advantage. If these guys get the same amount of games just by matching Daniel. So it's really crucial for Daniel not to hand these away. Here's a kickoff goal for Zen. Remember, kickoff and possession right away for Daniel. Air dribble resets and places it right into the top shelf. Daniel basically makes kickoff wins to the side wall, kickoff goals. This is by no means... Daniel is so good at the sidewall dribble off kickoff. Zen, the pogo! Not even the pogo shot, but just the regular pogo! I don't know if I've seen Zen go for one of these. Pretty much just Dark has been using this in the 1v1 game, but Zen shows, even at the highest level. The pogo shot, since Dark made the pogos relevant in 1v1, we have seen most players off the bounce into the shot. The delay works for Zen. He's trying to ice out this game. Now just needs to hold on to this possession to end this game, and he didn't hold on to it. Daniel should be able to get this on target. Massive disadvantage for Daniel. Zen is actually going to go air dribble on his own back wall, and Daniel decides to not even try. I don't know. Server for Daniel, a little bit better for him this time. He is hopping back into the Fennec. We've seen him dabble in the Fennec and Octane now. Up to Zen. Daniel's pre-jumping. He has read these aerial plays so quickly. He just pre-jumped to the back wall, lands, and is able to clear away. It costs him a ton of boost. A very creative way to play on defense. Zen, though, is very likely to score on him of his boost advantage. I believe he did have. He's not going to finish it. Daniel didn't even try. I don't know if he could, but Daniel seemed to assume it was in. Might not have mattered. I don't know if he could have made it back in time, but Zen does get the goal line save. Now he's kept the score at even to Daniel. If Daniel found a way to actually shoot off that bump, that would have been unbelievable. Zen's going to launch a flick. It was so perfect. I couldn't have been sure that Zen wasn't just Daniel. Early reset, like I talked about. He loves the first touch reset. If he's taking the ball up the side wall, he'll just grab the reset early. Instead, since he had a pretty far US East game, Zen is up 2-1. He's going to try and cut in field as Daniel was looking to prevent him from going up the side wall, and it's going to be a goal. So carry this ball with no forward momentum, just dribbling in the corner. Daniel might have a chance for a goal now, and with boost, Daniel being passive in the midfield, letting Zen get to this dribble. The shot is low and in. Daniel can only redirect it in. If he was making a save from the opposite side of the net, this one would have been free, but as he finds himself on the left side, there really isn't a ton of room. Try to do something special. Might be able to pop this up, but Zen is just going to tap it on for another goal. 6-4. We head back to USC servers. Daniel's going to need to win there and win the EU game that will happen in Game 6, assuming he wins the next one. Zen looking to do better than the Game 7 win he did last time. See what he can do here on USD servers. Zen on the verge of a potential 4-1. To be the first to score. Grab the boost though, and Zen with 0. So can Daniel convert from this position? Then get to set up on the wall using wall dashes to get his clear. And he's going to go for a demo. He stays grounded and drives through the ball. The demo gets him the goal. Zen, really smart play. Pre-jumps as opposed to really challenging. Daniel going to back off as Zen comes up for this one. It's crossbar down, and Daniel once again decides he wants to let it bounce down. Would rather deal with the follow-up instead of trying to clear it off the backboard. I imagine he could have if he wanted to. Are we seeing a little bit of loss of focus? Zen recovers. I thought he just handed Daniel a free goal. In fact, he ultimately does. But the fact that he even made it back, he drove away to steal boost, and then he realized, wait a second, what am I doing? Convinced the RNG gods to put him in the right spot. Look at this flick from Daniel. Zen has the save. Can Daniel follow it up? He actually keeps it away from Zen and then taps it in soft. Zen puts this one off the crossbar, and if he doesn't keep it high and prevent it from shooting this ball before Daniel, who decides to play the bit more passive method of not meeting him at the challenge, instead accepting that Zen's wall dash was going to get him there first. And into that. Demo on Zen. Ball glued to the side wall. Ideal for Zen. Daniel bumping Zen as he tries to stop this from going in, but then he just rolls away as he essentially own goals. Zen gets credited with a pool shot. He was trying to fight Zen off the ball, but the bumps. Neither of them with a lot of boost to work with. Daniel tries to leave the ball and make it back, but Zen, he is watching the play. He's going to see you leave. He does manage to hold on to boost, though. Or, sorry, to possession. I think Daniel, he sees the end here a little bit. Reset from the corner. Goes underneath Zen. And now, an air dribble to the ceiling. Daniel intercepts it. He has no boost, though. He can't get back to this and shoot in time. Zen is going to win 4-1 in the crossover. In the ranked Royale, Daniel throws the GGs, and it was GGs at that. Zen, let's hit the ground. GGs. Well played, and $1,050, right, coming Zen's way.